They saying I got to work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here. This is what Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me. They got to help me feed my fucking kids. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be quitters now. Y'all been helping us all this fucking time. Now y'all want to tap out. Get the fuck out of here. I want my EBT, yo. I want my EBT, and I'm not working for nobody. I'm a fucking boss. What the fuck I look like working when the government is here to help? Come on. Y'all send all that money to Iraq, Ukraine. Y'all funding all these wars. But when it's time to help the Americans, y'all don't want to fucking help us? I need my fucking EBT, yo. I need my money, yo. I need my fucking EBT. Stop fucking playing with me, yo.
That's one video. That's one video. Because I know I ain't tripping. All right, let me play this other video. There's two more videos.
My sister made a video about how my whole entire family gets EBT. And everyone is calling us bums because we don't work and we live off the government. And we are proud of that. Growing up, this is what we were taught. We were taught to not have to work. We were taught to live off the government because it is there for us to use. And from what I could remember, it all started back with my grandparents. My grandparents used to get the paper, like the paper coupons to go and pay for, you know, food and stuff like that. And that's when I was like, this is free money. Like, what? So living off of EBT is literally a tradition in our family. Once my grandparents passed away, my mom started, you know, applying, and she got approved for all 6 of us kids. And then, you know, once my sister got older, she had her first child, she applied for food stamps, and she got, you know, like it was just like, you know, a domino effect. One after another, we all got approved for EBT. And guess what? It's not going to stop there. Why? Because I have taught my children, and I'm going to be teaching my grandchildren, that they should do the same thing. They don't have to work. They could just have children, put themselves on EBT, get child support, all of that I do so I don't have to work. They could do it themselves too.
All right, so and let me play this last video, cause this shit crazy. This shit crazy, dog. This shit crazy.
Me and my kids have been 5 days without food. 5 days ago, my food stamps were taken from me, stolen from me, with no warning. No warning. Today, I get this food stamp letter from the fucking food stamp office, telling me not only am I losing my food stamps, I'm losing my $2,100 in cash benefits that I get every single month to pay my bills. I'm losing my Section 8. My food stamps have now decreased from $4,300 to $19 a month for 6 kids. How the hell am I supposed to feed 6 kids on $19 a freaking month? On top of having to come up with rent, because now I don't have Section 8. Cash benefits, no cash benefits. My $300 utility check that I get every single month, I will no longer be getting. We're going to be left out on the fucking streets. They take all of my food stamps. I don't even have a fucking dollar to my name, and I have 6 kids to feed. Please tell me, how is this making America great again? Can somebody make sense? So fucking pissed.
Well, first, let me say this. I don't laugh at the pain that people go through. I know it's real struggles out here in the world. So let me say that. I understand it. There are real struggles out here in the world, right? But in all 3 of those videos, all 3, I noticed one thing. Not one of them said that they were going to go back to work. How in the hell can you be this fucking entitled? That's for people who, let me say this. That is for people who aren't capable of being able to go to work. Mind you, I get it. People fall on hard times. I understand it. It happened to me during the pandemic. I understand it. But guess what I didn't do? Guess what I didn't do? I wasn't on TikTok hooping and hollering, complaining about no fucking EBT. I was trying to find jobs. I was finding ways I can make money. I was trying to find different things I can do. I was dabbing in fucking, this is when I started trying to do TikTok shit. Trying to do TikTok shit because I found out how much money you can make. Nigga, I was out there doing demolition shit for burned down homes with a friend of mine that I knew. Man, I was out there working for credit card companies. I was doing everything that I possibly could to make sure that I was bringing some money home and not just sitting on my ass. Because I know I didn't have a job and I know how hard it was to get one, but at the same time, I was still finding jobs. I was still able to find jobs, even during the fucking pandemic. So I don't want to fucking hear any of the excuses. All of you are capable of going out and getting a fucking job. You are more than capable to do so. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear any of y'all. I don't want to hear any of the poor mindset that y'all have, but you don't understand, man. You don't understand it because what we have to go through in the systemic racism and the way that the government is. And then Trump, he's taking away our money because I got 6 kids that I chose to have because I wanted to sit down and lay back and spread my legs for the man that I know that I wasn't going to marry. And I wanted to push him out of the house because I wanted to live on Section 8 because I didn't want to do no work. The McDonald's hiring, Burger King hiring, Taco Bell hiring, restaurants are hiring, trade companies are hiring, car washes are hiring. Mind you, man, look, let me break this shit down for y'all because y'all really act like it's hard to make money out here. Let's be 110% clear. I'm going to continue to use this. Myself included, because I did this. I actually started the business to do this shit. I started the pressure washing business. But because it was going to go into the time and effort that I was going to put into this, I had to pick one. It was either going to be pressure washing and starting my own business from the ground up, which I was doing pretty good, might I add. Had a couple of contracts on hand that I was doing every month, right? Or it was the YouTube. Now I understood that YouTube was going to be the slower growth, but I understand that I'm playing the long game. I'm not playing the short game here. So therefore, during that time frame, I can use the time that I would have been doing my pressure washing because I could only do my pressure washing during the weekend because I was working during the week, right? So I wouldn't have had time to go pressure wash somebody's house when it's dark out fucking side. So that wasn't gonna work, right? So I had to play the cards like, okay, which one is it? I could have made easy money, low barrier of entry to do pressure washing. It's very low barrier of entry. It really is. You can find somebody who's willing to rent you out. Bruh, I got a pressure washer in my garage right now. If anybody was to come out and say, look, bro, I'll rent your pressure washer for $50 an hour or whatever the case may be, I will lend it to them because if they're trying to actually make extra money and build them a business from the ground up because they just don't have the funds to do so right now, I will lend it out. Macaroni Tony, shout out to Macaroni Tony. Macaroni Tony works. He has a job, but he was like, you know what? I want to make some extra dough. So guess what he started doing? He started cutting people's grass. And he's making some extra money on the side doing so. You can go outside and wash somebody's car. It's not that expensive to go buy a bucket, some soap, and a towel. And you can go out there and wash somebody's car in the area that you live in. You say, hey, man, listen. I'm trying to make some extra money on the side. And mind you, I know a lot of them ain't got that kind of money, but understand something. There's somebody who's willing to help. There's always somebody who got $10. You can start small. Like, hey, fam. Yep, you can dog walk. You can walk somebody's dog. But 9 times out of 10, most people in the area that they live in, especially in that Section 8, they ain't got no dogs. Unless it's stray dogs that's in that area. But you can say, hey, man, listen. This is what I'll do. I'll clean your car. I'll wash your car for $10. I'll wash your car for $10. And here's what I'll do. Every 2 weeks or every week or every 2 weeks, I would say every week. Every week I'll come here on Friday and wash your car for $10. right? I come wash your car for $10. And you don't do nothing else with that $10. You just save that money. You put that money aside. You put that money aside. Then once you start to make a little extra money, if you got a car, you can extend yourself. You can say, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I might pay somebody, depending on if you got kids or not. If you got an older kid, you can tell them to babysit. If not, you can figure it out. You can then kind of go outside of the area that you've been washing cars in, and you can go into a different neighborhood and say, hey, listen, I'm washing cars for $20. And I can wash your car every Saturday for $20. Or every other Saturday for $20. There's always ways to make money out here, bro. Y'all just ain't applying yourself. Y'all are just not applying yourself. There's so many ways to make money. Listen, you can go on YouTube and damn near find any goddamn thing to where you can find a way to make money. Just type it in. Go to Google. Listen, I am on EBT. I live in a Section 8 housing home. And I need to find a way to make some money that's low barrier entry, that doesn't require me to have a certification, that doesn't require me to have a license to do so. I can get started immediately in this low barrier of entry. And I guarantee it's going to give you a list of shit that you can actually do. Nigga, look at ChatGPT. Look at Gemini. You can look at all of these things and you can figure it out and find out a way that you can start making money. And then you can go, then you can prompt it to ask you and say, hey, listen, because I'm in this space right now, help me set out a plan of how much I should charge based off of my experience or based off of this and based off of my demographic of people that I am in. What is the best thing to charge for this? And then you can go down a rabbit hole into that. Now you've got a whole business plan. You got a whole situation going on where you can start your business from the ground the fuck up, and you can start making money to get yourself out of EBT, because EBT is not for you. It's not a long-term play. It's a guidance. It's an aid to help you get out of fucking EBT. It's an aid because you fell on hard times. It keeps you level, and it helps you be able to make sure you are able to get your food and maintain until you find yourself another job and get yourself out of EBT. It's not meant for you to have it for years and years on and years on. That's not what EBT is for, dog. If you're on EBT, you should be trying your best to get up out of EBT. Because I remember a time, maybe I'm tripping. I remember a time, nigga, you used to be embarrassed to tell somebody that you was on EBT. I remember a time, nigga, it was a pride ego thing. Like, nigga, I ain't on no fucking EBT. What's wrong with you? We don't do that shit over here. We don't do EBT, bro. We found ways to make money. If we gotta go and do some grunt work for a minute, we'll go do grunt work. Until we make enough money to get ourselves out of that situation. Until I find me something new. But this right here, this is just a placeholder right now. This is a placeholder. I'm just working here for right now until I find me something better. Because I know I ain't gonna be staying here for a long time. That's what it's supposed to be. But y'all talking about this shit's passed down. This is legacy. What the fuck are we talking about? What's really going on out here? And you point at everybody else but yourself for why you in the predicament that you in. What? Shit crazy, bro. Jump on the bus. I know someone pays $125 a week for 5 30-minute walks and tips $50 a week. Get more than one dog and do exactly. There's so many. Listen, I'm even considering it. Going to walk a dog around the neighborhood for somebody who ain't got the opportunity to do so. All I gotta do is go walk your dog. Mind you, I'm getting exercise too by walking, getting my steps in. Because all I gotta do is walk your dog in the morning time and then drop his little ass off. And I just got paid a smooth little 125. And then I can make it something. Or matter of fact, listen, now of course this is something different. Mind you, if you really want to play the game, yep, kids can go, all of that. But I know a lot of people aren't too fond of people that they don't know like that, so they ain't gonna let their kids rock around with them unless they know this person personally. 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna happen. But I just saw on Instagram, I literally just saw on Instagram, there's somebody who has a van. They got a whole van, and it's a business where they come to your house, they park in front of your house, and if you got dogs, they will allow the dogs onto the truck because they had 3 different treadmills set up on the van. The dogs will come in, they'll clip the dogs up on the treadmill, and the dogs will just run for a few minutes. They'll run for however long they would typically walk for. Lucrative business. So now this man, nigga, you got a treadmill on wheels. Oh, hey, my dog, listen, I don't got time to walk. I don't got time to walk my dog right now. But, you know, I typically walk my dog for about 30 minutes or so. Are you able to come drive? Are you able to come over here? What's your schedule like? Hey, shit, I can drive over there right now. Boom. Treadmill. Like, come, bro, there's opportunities everywhere. You just ain't looking. You ain't trying to look. You ain't trying to look. As much as y'all scroll on Instagram and TikTok, you telling me that you haven't thought about any fucking thing. There's people on TikTok right now making money just off of products. Right now, I'll give you an example. Let me break it down for you. I can make a basic ass post. A basic post. Because I have enough followers to have a link in my videos that I post. I can link this comfort, which is in the description as well, in the on my page. I can link this hoodie. If somebody liked the hoodie that I'm rocking, I don't ever have to mention the hoodie. I just have to have it on. I'm just showing you the fucking hoodie. Somebody can click that link in TikTok and go buy that fucking hoodie, and I just made money off of it. Money's everywhere, bro. You can make money. Y'all just aren't applying your fucking self. Like, bro, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like this shit, like that's what I'm saying. So like there's so many ways that you can make money. Mind you, I just got this necklace joint right here, right? I just got this necklace joint right here, right? Guess what? When I'm on TikTok Shop, guess what? I can go find this product and I can sell it. While all I have to do is have it on. I don't have to mention the goddamn necklace. All I gotta do is have it on and link it. They're gonna be like, damn, I like that fucking necklace. And then they're gonna go buy it. And guess what? I made some money from it. And it keeps going. Because mind you, I don't post and then delete. That video stays up there. Mind you, I ain't even talking about the amount of views that it will probably get depending on what I'm talking about. So if I'm getting a ton of views off of that post that I'm talking about, and I got the link of the necklace or the hoodie that I got on, who knows how much money I will make. So y'all just making excuses. Y'all up here talking about fucking EBT and y'all complaining and shit. You won't, nigga, apparently you making some kind of money. You on TikTok. So why aren't you using that to your advantage to make money? Y'all bugging, man. Y'all bugging. Y'all, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what kind of world y'all living in. Y'all be doing the most. But hey, let me know what y'all think, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, so let's keep this train rolling. Let's keep this train rolling. I want to move over to this next topic. There's